Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green09 back here once again bringing you another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. And let's start things first with replying to that person. I can't remember their name. Someone wrote in the comments of my last video, and I promised them that this video I'd tell them how I did that glitch in one of my startup screens. At the start of every VOD you have that screen. It's got my name on it and it's got the Steel Talons logo on it, and it glitches twice halfway through. That's just using the TV simulator in Sony Vegas. Just for a fraction of a second, I ripped the V-Sync out, used keyframes. It's not too hard. So that's what I use. I use the TV simulator in Sony Vegas. That's how I get the effect here, and I just rip the V-Sync or whatever the other option is that makes it glitch, and I just do that for 1 second. So that's how it's done. If you have Sony Vegas, you can go play with the TV simulator. It's under the Video FX tab. It's very good. I've used it quite a few times. Anyway, let's jump straight into this game now, and we have Implementers versus Beatforward. Oh yeah. We're on what are we on? We're on Decision. Here we go. We have Beatforward on the right hand side here. He's playing as Vanilla GDI. That is his favorite faction. And we have Implementers on the other side here, selling his power plant first. So he really wants to get that main garrison. The only reason you sell your power plant first is to get this garrison here, and that's big. That is really big. Beatforward a little bit not so much delayed, I guess, placing his thing. And he builds a rifleman squad first. He built a rifleman squad before building an engineer. That's interesting as well. I usually draft a second tower. I mean, he knows he's against Blackhand here, so he should be able to. Was it Blackhand? No, it is. It's GDI versus Blackhand. It's not a random matchup. You see, Implementers now sending his engineer around the side, and he drafted this power plant, and he didn't go for that garrisonable structure. I'm just not too sure about that there. But it's probably not going to send him back too much. I mean, it looks like another rifleman scout here, obviously because Beatforward sent two. He's actually going to grab that garrison and destroy this one. So he obviously knows if he takes that one, the Blackhand will probably be able to destroy that and kill his scouts, or at least wound them very badly before he can move them away. So he's going to take that one and destroy the structure. And it looks like Implementers is planning on getting that one at some point in time. But if I was Beatforward, he's against Blackhand, so he really needs to scout as much as possible. You can see he's got scouting party going down here. He knows he should be able to get to this garrison first. He's got faster scouts, even though they were delayed because he sent most of them to the middle. But he should be alright. Is he going to go for a pitbull? He's not going for a pitbull. He looks like he's going for a ref and a harvester here. And what is Implementers doing? He's not going to be bike rushing. And I was just saying before, you really got to scout Blackhand, because out of all the nod teams, they seem to be the ones that love to bike rush the most. I'm not sure why. I think it's because obviously they don't have that bigger options later on in the game when it comes to tech and stuff like that. Like Blackhand tech ain't that great. There's not a lot they can do with that, because obviously they have no stealth, and usually once you get down at the late end of nod, they have a lot of stealth, and that's what they do it for. And look at that, a flame tank comes out. Tier 2 Blackhand, very devastating though, obviously, because they can build Reckoners, Flame Reckoners, get their veteran Blackhand units and their veteran flame tanks here. And he's going to send that straight down the guts, and Beatforward moved his scouts. So he moved his scouts across. He wants to get good coverage. He's going for this structure. That's a good idea. You really want to see if things are sneaking around the top. On Implementers has had all the time in the world to grab that structure, but he obviously forgot about his scouts. He's just chilling here as well because he doesn't want to get in range of that structure there. And he reveals the flame tank by killing the scouts in the middle of the map, so he knows it's coming. There are two peoples there, and microed properly, he can destroy this flame tank. He's got to stay out of the range of the flame, because the flame will destroy those pitbulls very quickly. And he is going to go for the spike. He can probably destroy it. His flame tank is down to 50% health. He's definitely going to be able to destroy the spike. Can he take out a pitbull as well? I'm not sure. He's showing that rear armor. He's actually going to move flame tanks a little bit clumsy in their turret turning. They can turn their wheels faster than they can turn their turret usually. Titans suffer the same problem. They can move their legs faster than they can move their torso. So when you order them to turn around, they can't keep their cannon facing at the enemy. The cannon is slowly being turned to the left or the right as they turn their feet, because they can turn their feet faster than what they can turn their torso. And look at that, a gun turret here by Beatforward is causing problems in the middle of the map. He's getting a lot of free kills there. Look at that. Those bikes, now there's just two there. We have the pitbulls, and if we jump back over here, that's a nice move there. The flame unit putting a lot of pain on that Conyard, and there's no power, and he can't really dig these guys out. He needs to silo drop that. He's in big trouble of losing his construction yard if he doesn't do something about that. He's got pits moving right down the guts. It looks like two bikes did make it away or around the side. His base is pretty vulnerable. The MCV is gone. It's going for an expansion. But really, Beatforward, oh man, he needs to drop a silo. I'm pretty sure he could drop a silo in there. He's not going to be able to bust this bunker open. If he loses his Conyard to this, I'm going to facepalm. He's had all the time in the world to respond to that. He just can't. I mean, he's doing a lot at the same time. He's got pitbulls. They went in. They got repelled. He's got pitbulls over here defending the bikes off. Is he going to lose his Conyard? He loses his Conyard. Beatforward. Beatforward, he didn't even get the bunker down to half health. He was obviously trying to build, not a grenade squad, an engineer to repair his Conyard. He didn't even have a comm center. This is big problems, big problems. That Blackhand squad just ranked up and they're going to be able to burn this spike down. And they may even be able to range these buildings. I'm not quite sure if they're close enough. The pit bulls are going to come down. They probably will be able to smash this bunker open if they focus it down. Yeah, the Blackhand aren't even going to shoot at them. They're going to try to go for the spike. But really, here we go. He's going to use the harvester to crush them. Oh, nice. Look at that. All killed them as they came out. Now, this is a problem here for, what do we call it, a Beatforward 1, because Implementers knows he killed the Conyard and he knows there's no comm center because there was no laser fielding or anything. He's going to go for a mass imp spam. Has he got the secret shrine? He has got it. He's gone for the upgrade now, a little bit stalled. He obviously wants that upgrade, that flame upgrade. And Beatforward is in a world of pain now. He's got his Conyard out, instantly deploys it. He's a long way from AP ammo. He is a terribly long way from AP ammo. Oh, geez, what happened there? A little bit of a mouse problem. I kind of grabbed the radar and ripped it across there. That was not good. And now he knows there's imp spam here, and he's going to be really hurting here. Like I said, oh no, you placed the comm center down here. That is in big trouble. This base is going to get overwhelmed. He should have placed it in his main. He's not going to be able to finish that upgrade. I mean, he can build Shatterer tanks now, but again, Shatterer tanks, he's going to have to build his force up. He's going to need quite a few. And here we have an APC just clearing the scouts up here. Implementers has complete control through the middle of the map. His control over here. He has no refineries up down here yet, but he knows he's got this base totally in his grasp here. And all these APCs are coming in trickle feed. These are going to get fed. Oh man, Beatforward. I think he's just panicking a little bit here. Implementers is doing a great job. He knows he got the Conyard, and he's going to come in and punish. And that power plant is probably going to knock out the power. No, not quite. But again, he's placed his command post right here, and oh man, that is so susceptible. The AP ammo is not quite done yet. I don't think he's going to be able to finish it. If he doesn't finish it, that could be the game, man. He really needs AP ammo, and he needs Shatterer tanks, and it's going to go down and there, cancel. Oh man, that was a terrible position. I'm sorry, Beatforward, I do like you as a player, but that was terrible positioning of the command center. Or command post. He has a tech center. He has a tech center though. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing with that. He's got a lot of pits. He should go out and try to get map control back. There's not really much infantry here. It's mostly bikes. He can wrestle that away with his amount of pits. He's sending his APCs down the guts as well. Again, no AP ammo, and this force is going to continue moving. Implementers though, what are you doing, man? You really need to get an expansion down here. You've been here for a long time. You totaled the base over here. You've got Beatforward contained. He's going to go in for the kill here. He's going to get a harvester kill. Yes, gets a full harvester as well. That's nice targeting. The Pipples are going to fend them off now. Beatforward has scouts at the middle here. He still has the tower under his control. It is slightly damaged, and it looks like these APCs cleaned up whatever was attacking that. He's got another command post down, but it's placed very far forward again. And he's got sniper teams. And he's using sniper teams. Not the best against Blackhand, because obviously the Blackhand units can withstand several snipes, but he's got 3 of them. He's obviously called in the sharpshooter team, and it doesn't look like Implementers is really caring about that. He knows he can absorb a ton of sniper damage, and he's just going to try and destroy the tech center. And if he gets it, Beatforward will be, he'll be reeling. He's not even going for AP ammo. He probably doesn't have the money, but these sniper teams have been allowed to just sit here and kill these units, and I think he's going to wear them down. He's going to save his tech center. Probably not the best attack there for Implementers, getting his imp spam crushed there. You can't blame him for going for the tech center. He almost got it. He got it very badly damaged, but he really needs to change his strategies now, as Beatforward is really starting to respond. He still doesn't have AP ammo. He doesn't have any sonic weapons, so he's not going to be able to counter the imp spam very well still, but he's got sniper teams. What's he putting in the hammerheads? He's putting rifleman squads in there. It'd be interesting to see him put sniper teams in there. I'm not sure how well they do. I think I have tried it before. They don't fare that well, unless you can kite super good. And it looks like he destroys the spike over there. He's got middle map control back again, so Implementers are no longer having that. He's got some Scorpion tanks here to defend his main. He's only got 4 harvesters on his main. His economy has been suffering somewhat. He's only got 1 and 1, and he's actually moving for an expansion. He obviously wants to secure this area. If he gets his MCV over here, he can block this off, and Beatforward will have no expansion. Beatforward is going to the top. He can see the entire top area, and he's got an army there, so he's comfortable moving up there, and that's a good idea. There's more Tiberium here than there is at this position down here. And oh man, Hammerheads just got smashed, and they don't have AP ammo still, and they're going to be relying on the rifleman squads inside them. Only 2 of them have riflemen inside, and they're not going to be powerful enough. They're going to be destroyed here. And that probably wasn't, I mean, you can tell that he's only upgrading AP ammo now. He's really having a tough time with his imp spam, but he's still alive. And look at this implements. I'm not sure this is a good idea. He needs to attack these sniper teams. He tried to attack the tech center before, and now he's attacking the reclamator hub. I don't think he has enough to finish it. I'm not sure if his judgment was good there. He probably could have, he probably should have known he wouldn't be able to destroy that. He got very close though. He's still going to try, but Not going to be able to defeat that. And there we go. One of the sniper teams actually went elite. Far out, elite sniper squad. There you go. It's something you don't see every day. Of course, they do come in veteran when you call in the sharpshooter team. It looks like there's an attack coming down here. The pits and the APCs. No AP ammo. There are some Scorpion tanks here. The bikes are leaving though. They really need to get over here. And Implementers is responding with his bikes. Is he pulling? No, his bikes are Scorpion tanks. He's not pulling the bikes back. He's pulling the Harvester back. He's not going to be able to save that. But these Scorpion tanks will probably be able to clean up for him. The APC is going to be pretty much useless against them. Unless they drop minefields, there's no dozer blades. So he could destroy them with the minefield drops. But he's going to pull them back to his base here. And he's going to defend it off nicely. Just one Harvester being lost there. And he destroyed well more than what that was worth. He's got another refinery down here. He's got economy on 3 fields, but the problem with that is he's only got 1 Harvester at each field. He needs to really do something about that. And the bikes run through and finish off the remainder of the Hammerheads, and they've got 8. Oh man, these Harvesters now are under fire. The sniper teams are responding, probably not the best thing to respond with. He probably could destroy this Harvester and then get out of there, but the Zone Trooper squads are going to not prevent that. No, they go down, but all the bikes pay for it. 1 more Harvester kill paid for it with all the bikes. It's probably okay. I would have thought Implementers, if he builds a flame tank and sends his Scorp tanks up here, he could destroy this entire base here, and it would be the attack down here all over again. I really love to see flame tanks being used, and he has got tier 2 up. He has got tier 2. What's he building? Or maybe he's building a flame tank. Hopefully he's building a flame tank, but this is the problem here. He's only got 1 Harvester there. He's only got 1 Harvester there. He's on 3 fields, and he's got inferior economy to Beatforward, or Beatforward's economy is just been exhausted though. It's all gone. And here come these legendary sniper teams. They've got more imp killing on their minds here. They're going to have to pull back though, because the implements. Oh no, he's going to retreat. He could have easily once he gets in range of these sniper teams, he can just basically one-shot them. And Beatforward will have to micro them back, but he's going to go forward, and here we go. He's just running forward. Will the sniper teams retreat? No, they won't. That elite one takes up some punishing fire there. What's happening up here? 2 Scorpion tanks just wandering in. I'm not sure that's the best idea. Oh, the Marv is down here. That's a big problem. The Marv is there. Yeah, really, that is a serious problem for him now. He needs to be able to stop that. He can go imp buggies. Does he have a tech center? He doesn't have a tech center. I'm not sure what he's going to do about it. How many sniper teams do we have left? We still have all 3 sniper teams. There's actually 2 elite ones, but 1 just gets taken out by the buggy. The 3 elite, he got all of his sniper teams to elite, but they're going to be killed now. This raider buggy is going to finish them, and that's going to be the end of them now. He has to get an elite raider buggy thanks to that. Obviously, killing veteran units gives you more experience, and he's got AP ammo finally. He's going to lose his command post. He's probably going to lose his grip on this base here. There's just too many units. They're going to be able to one-shot down these towers just about, but the Marv is rolling in, and Implementers is in all sorts of trouble. He's moved all his Harvesters away. Oh no, one of them's gone up here. The rest of them have gone somewhere. They're only just moving now. Oh man, he looks like he's actually ordered some of them to move because they up all the Tiberium. The Marv is here. He probably shouldn't feed the Marv, get that Harvester out of there, sell up. Yeah, that's a good idea. He really can't hope to defend those structures now. And he's going to pull these forces back here, not quite getting Beatforward's main base. He has some infantry there, but really, he's got a tech center. Is he going Emp coils? He needs some Emp buggies. He's got lots of Harvesters. He's only got 2 ref. Now, this is a problem. This is a problem that I've seen throughout the game. Implementers, yeah, like I said, he had 3 tib fields, but he just had nothing on them. He just had 1 Harvester on those other 2 fields over here, and he's got all this area secured. He's basically got way more Tiberium under his control and has had most of the Tiberium under his control for a majority of the game, but he just hasn't been able to mine it. And I think that's the problem. He's still building infantry. He can't hope to stop just the Marv with just this infantry here. It's probably not going to work. He's got an attack force down here. He could level this base. He probably should easily target the power first. If he takes that power plant out, he can probably just nullify the effects of those towers, because there's only 1 power plant up here. Beatforward has a lot of Harvesters, and he's got double ref there. He's cranking his economy. He just placed a war factory as well. And it looks like Implementers is going to retreat. The Marv is probably going to go in single-handedly, and this is his chance to destroy the Marv. If he destroys the Marv, he'll be sitting pretty, even though Beatforward has a good economy here, because obviously he's got more security. He's finally got a 2nd ref there, and more Harvesters going now, but no Emp coils. He's just going to rely on pure infantry to kill this Marv. The Marv is isolated, it's alone, it's got no support here. If these APCs and Pitbulls would have pulled down, it would be a different story. Replacing his command post again, obviously wanting some airfield tech or some other kind of tech. Selling off all the war factories, not the war factories, the watchtowers, and setting these guys down here now. They're going to go down and attack, but it looks like these raider buggies are going to clean them up. There is an elite one there. Can it go heroic? He's just going to probably just run them over, I think. There we go. Not with the raider buggies, of course, with the Scorpion tanks. And he's going to run those guys down. What was that? There's some bikes going around here, but Pitbulls clean them up. So Implement is trying to stay offensive here. And these 2 power plants now, there's no ref there. He can't place base defenses, but the Marv is coming in, and it manages to get a Harvester kill. That's nice. But these power plants are as good as dead. Destroying those is really going to slow him down. and the Marv is going to retreat out. There is a beacon, it is an Orca Strike, and he's just going to mass imp to counter this. I'm not sure that's a good idea. He needs some kind of offensive. Oh, look at that, and he's fallen back into a Redeemer. This might not be good because it's just going to take so long for that to have an effect. I really felt he could have done something better than that. I mean, the Marv can't be everywhere at once. The Marv is down here, which means he can totally control this area up here, but it looks like Beatforward is pushing Shadow Tanks now. That's why he rebuilt the command post. Shadow Tanks, Hammerheads, he's got pits and APCs, and these forces here are going to be destroyed and forced back here. So maybe the Redeemer wasn't too bad of an idea here. Can he range that ref? He can range the ref. There are some anti-air defenses here and over here, obviously protecting against any kind of Hammerhead attack, but it looks like he's only built 2 of them just for some faster scouting and support here. Hammerhead's a pretty good unit, but you just really got to micro them and not lose them. What's going on over here? That Harvester going back to base. Hammerhead's pulling down here. He's got 3 of them there now. He hasn't captured the Amp Control Center. I guess it's not going to do him too much good against infantry, since the Amp doesn't affect infantry. And the Redeemer is out, and he's probably going to put maybe Dual Flame. This looks like an Engineer, to be honest, though. Yes, it's building way too fast to be Flame. And that may be a Black Hand squad coming now. That's building a little bit slow, unless he's stalled on cash. Really, you want to put a flame unit in it if you are that kind of knob faction, and there it is. There's a flame unit. He's got Imp Buggies. That's nice. He's got Imp Buggies to counter the Marv. The Marv has been here alone for a long time, but now all this support is coming down, and it's going to be really hard to kill the Marv. He's actually calling in the Sharpshooters again. He's like, hey, those guys did pretty good the first time around, so he's going to call them in again. And they are going to land down here. He's got Hammerheads, he's got APCs, he's got Shadow Tanks here. Not a lot of everything, but there's just a bit of everything, and that's really going to help him, I think. Because there's nothing but infantry here, and that Elite Raider Buggy is probably going to be the first to die if he sits out there in front. Alright, what's he going to do now? He's actually pulling back. He could take these garrisons. I'm not sure why he hasn't taken those garrisons. There's a bunker here. Ton of health. And garrison structure, ton of health as well. Not as much as a bunker, but he can put triple rocket in there. I don't think he's realised yet that those are available to him. Implementers needs to realise that. He could probably even put another ref down. He's gone for a Tib Chem Plant. Where is this Redeemer? It is wandering alone by itself. He might need some anti-air defense for that. He's massing Emp Buggies now because he obviously wants to kill the Marv. And that Elite Emp Buggy makes it away. Probably going to go get some repairs. But what is Implementers going to do? Here comes the attack. He hasn't taken these structures. I can't understand why he hasn't taken those structures here. Obviously, these guys are, I mean, they're pretty good players. They're pretty good players, but they just, yeah, small little oversights here. It could really be helping if he had those garrisons there. One of those APCs getting sniped down, because I think he may decide to use his sniper teams to take the garrisons, and that's going to cause him problems. Here come the Emp Buggies, and they're going to run forward. I don't think there's enough of them. They're all coming in not quite together, and they all are going to get sniped down. Not a single one of them got into Emp, and they all got destroyed. You really need to bring them in all together. What's happening over there? Tibcore Bikes, that's nice. Where's the Redeemer at? Redeemer's down here. Tibcore Bikes denying any more refining there. And it looks like, oh, Beatforward's already moved down here, so he knows that he needs more Tiberium. And he's gone down there. Implementers could move around to this field here, but he's just got so much Tiberium he doesn't really need to. And looks like he's just going to sit back and snipe these guys from a distance. That is bad, and he's going to be lured into an attack here. He doesn't have enough to overwhelm us. There's a Shadow Tank there. It will go down. And finally getting the bunker. Oh man, he took his sweet time there, but it looks like these sniper teams may not be jumping. No, they're going around that structure. And it looks like he's going to run into this building here. Is he going to get in? Yes, he gets his units into the damaged building. I'm not sure that's the best idea or what's going on down there. Where is the Redeemer? It's over here. The Juggernauts are moving in the wrong direction, and the Redeemer could just move in and flame. That's the problem. He's actually used a catalyst as well. There is a catalyst field there, and he is going to go in and flame these structures down, but the Redeemer is by itself, and Beatforward can easily exploit that. The Marv is now by itself. If he had those Emp Buggies now, they'd really be paying dividends, but he doesn't have any. Oh no, he's got a couple of Spectres and one Emp Buggy there. Not sure what he's trying to do here. And the Juggernauts come around to save the base over here. The Redeemer is on the move. What's happening down here? The Marv is still going. It's only got one repair pad. It is Veteran, which is going to be a serious problem. If he can get it into its heavy damage mode, he may be able to run it down with the infantry, and he does have it in heavy damage mode, but I think it may be able to inch away here. Oh man, if only he had the Emp Buggies now, he'd be alright. Those Spectre artillery, I'm not sure what they're doing out in the open. They need to get back. I think he's going to lose that one. That one there, probably not going to make it back to base. Maybe, perhaps, he's going to bring in the Tibcore Bikes, and he just loses that Spectre there. That's big. You really don't want to lose Spectres like that. I mean, they're not that expensive an artillery unit, but still, you put in the time and the effort to get those. And what is Beatforward doing now? He still has control of a tower. Looks like the Redeemer has made it away. The Marv has made it away. He's getting repairs for it as well. Additional repairs from the War Factory, should I say. He is getting repairs from the repair pad there. But really, Implementers He's trying to push out in this direction, but he's getting shelled from this direction here. But there's a little bit of a lapse now, so it's his chance to get out of the base. He's got Tib here. Look at all this Tib he's got. Man, he's got so much Tib there. He could sell one of these refs, but Beatforward, of course, he has expanded down here. He's going to get this Tiberium here. I'm not sure where that jet's going. Oh, Tib Vapor Bomb, but of course, these Juggernauts can weather that. Only takes half the health off all of them. And he's got no follow-up, no bites to come in and finish them off or nothing. And that's going to be a problem. The Redeemer's moving out. There's a lot of bites coming in now. He's got to watch out for that tower. I think he's forgotten that it's under the control of Beatforward. And bam, sniping down those units. They're moving in now. And those hammerheads will be destroyed very quickly by Tib Core. But the pit will smash them as well. And looks like, I think Implementers can definitely push those forces back. I think, yeah, Beatforward knows that he can't really challenge that. He placed a second ref. Probably not really necessary. There's just not enough Tib there to warrant a second ref. That's $3,000. And it's not as if harvesters are important this late in the game. You don't need that many harvesters now because there's such little Tib left. There is an imp spam over here, not too big. Implementers not working on that. Another jet coming over, and there's some free Tib. Pushing the bikes out. It's nice to see the unit mixes and combinations changing and continuing. They're both trying to be aggressive. They're not just sitting around. They know they have to break each other and do it soon. He could probably use his Redeemer to destroy this defensive tower. And there you go. He's actually going to shoot it outside of its range. If Beatforward selects it and orders the attack, and I've said this a million times in all my other VODs, you can get a little bit of extra range out of the tower. But of course, that's not going to happen. He's going to lose it. These Juggernauts are going to come through and probably bombard it. He could be using some... Oh no, look at that. Another free Harvester kill there. That Harvester wandering into the field there. He's really got to do everything he can. At this stage of the game, every little bit counts. Every unit that gets destroyed is just so much harder to replace. And there is an attack happening down here. And the Marv is just bulking up and splash damaging all those forces. That's not good. He should just take out that Rifleman squad really quickly. And he is almost going to destroy the Marv, but it's going to get behind the War Factory. And now he's just going to flame it down, realizing that, hey, I'm so close, let's just flame that down. Oh, he doesn't quite finish the tower off. He's really got to finish his units first. There you go. And another unit is actually going to come out of this War Factory before it goes down. It is a Shatter Tank, and oh, that's just going to go one shot. Oh no, it dies. Never mind. And here we go, the Sonic Emitter being placed down now. Not very good versus the Flame units, but can easily kill the Rocket units. What's happening up here? The bikes are moving through. Where are they going? I'm not quite sure. They may be going around the back here. The Marv is very heavily damaged here. And I wouldn't be surprised if it ranks up again, because it did kill quite a lot of infantry. And there you go, the bikes sniping down some units. They're probably after this last Harvester here. And kind of just spraying their shots everywhere. It's rather sporadic, and he's losing bikes and just not causing enough damage here. He's going to be able to snipe down a Juggernaut, but he really needs to get the husk, otherwise it's not worth it. And no, he's going to retreat out of there. Has he expanded down there? No, he hasn't moved his Conyard. He hasn't realized there's Tiberium there yet, and he kind of needs that. He's exhausted this field. He has exhausted that field. The Marv is over here. It's got no War Factory to repair, just relying on its repair drone. Beatforward building a Mammoth tank, maybe as a meat shield. But again, where is that Redeemer? It's over here. Still has a lot of health left. Implementers should realize that he needs that Tiberium. And what's he doing? He's sending Harvesters down there, but he's not really building anything. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, Beatforward's been inside Implementer's main base for such a long time now, or his starting position. Marv slowly regenerating its health. And there's a lot of Cabals here. Oh, Heroic Rifleman squad, but there's just too many Cabals for them. And they will be destroyed here. I think Implementers needs to wait until he has a big enough man spam to counter that. I don't think it's big enough yet. He needs more rockets. He's got a dual racks coming. He needs to just wait and let his forces build up. A War Factory is down now, but that's not going to do too much. That's not going to do too much. I'm not sure where the Harvest is going. Maybe just chilling over there. Maybe thought it was going to attack. And that one Hammerhead there scouting out the Redeemer, but it does get destroyed. There are some bikes here. They're not going to want to go near this GDI Death Ball over here. They're going to want to go around that. And they are going to go around that, dodging the jug shots. Look at that. How pro is that? They're going to go through. That spike is no longer there. And he's attacking already. I think he needs to wait and get his imp spam bigger, because he's got money. You can see that he's pumping dual racks on it. He's stalled now, but he could get a lot of units out. That APC there overextending itself a little bit. Will it escape? Maybe just. It's just going to be able to inch away there. And the bike's coming in from behind. Snipe down another Harvester. And Beatforward maybe. Oh no, he's got two Harvesters here. I was going to say he may be running quite low. Stealing tip from there. Implementers not expanding there yet. I would have thought he would have moved his Conyard up there. And there you go. He's moving it now. Just saw it started to pack up as I was leaving. So probably should have done that a long time ago. Realised that he had no tib left. And the Marv is coming out. And there's a decent sized imp spam here. But he's just going to reverse move. Implementer just needs to make sure he can actually destroy this Marv before he engages it. It's only got railgun, so it's not exactly good against infantry. And he's going to come through and destroy that. He needs to destroy the APC first because it's pouring a lot of pain on him. Oh, look at that rocket volley. And there you go, destroying the APC. And he can probably destroy this Marv. He's got a lot of infantry, unless some kind of shockwave or orbital or something comes down. Those infantry are really, they're going to die. Not going to die, the infantry are going to be too hard to kill. The Marv is coming in, it is elite. And here come the bikes from the rear, but it looks like the railguns are going to destroy them all. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. It may have seemed like a good idea to get all that TIB core damage on the rear of the Marv. Will he be able to hold on to his Marv? Implementers needs to destroy the Marv right now. Fire! Come on, buddy, fire. He needs to destroy that Marv. Oh, man, if this Marv gets away, that's going to be devastating for him because all these units have been destroyed now. And the Redeemer's just been sitting over here. Hasn't been doing much. The MCV didn't even make it there. Oh man, Implementers there was totally devoted to that attack and he just couldn't take that Marv down. It's now elite. It is now an elite Marv. There's a Spectre artillery coming in here. Probably should have brought these in a long time ago. He could have sat the Spectres inside his imp spam and Beatforward would have had a murderous time trying to get rid of those things. They'd just be too hard to get rid of. He'd really need his own artillery down here. He's got a force up here. He's got 2 mammoths and a couple of jugs. So this is not looking good for Implementers, trying to crush those rifleman squads with the Spectre artillery there. He's actually de-garrisoned that bunker, obviously used those rockets at some point in time, but there's a lot of rifles coming over here, obviously just scouting around. They have AP ammo, so they're very deadly, especially when they're in a group like that. And it looks like that Harvester maybe destroyed the Redeemer is coming in. It will let off a Rage Gen. And does it? No, it doesn't affect the back units. They are not affected, they're out of range. And the Redeemer now is going to be feeling some pain. There are 3 jugs and there's 2 mammoth tanks there, and that bike is going to suicide. Yeah, not quite, he does get away. But the Conyard, yeah, this is too late. He could have had this build done and dusted quite a long time ago. I think anyone just needs to realize that was probably a mistake here. The Redeemer is going to run into the corner. He's going to get trapped though. And more heroic rifles there, just dispatching that scouting unit and forcing to sell the Conyard, and all of a sudden Implementers is trapped. I think it's just about all over for him. Yeah, these forces here know the Redeemer's there and they're going to be able to destroy it. There's 2 mammoth tanks, there's 3 juggernauts. That's more than enough to destroy it if he just gets the mammoth tanks to turn their guns around. And the Redeemer is trying to run. He needs to just force move the mammoth tanks in. Watch out for the Rage Gen though, because you can't give them orders once the Rage Gen is done. Harvester wandering into Beatforward's base. It will be destroyed. And casting down the Temple of Nod, trying to block the path here. And he is going to move these forces up here. What's happening down here? And the artillery now, finally. Oh man, I think Implementers is sitting there going, oh, I probably should have done this a long time ago. He did have Spectres, but they weren't really doing anything. And now he realizes that, hey, I can shell this base from long range. And if he had all his infantry there before, it'd be a mass spam here. And he'd be sitting pretty. So maybe something to learn from that. Blackhand tactics there. Blackhand with Spectres in the middle, or beam cannons in the middle, I've noticed have been quite powerful as well. And the Redeemer's going to be destroyed. It's getting shot at by in the rear armor. That mammoth tank will probably end it. There we go. And Beatforward selling off the ref. Oh, he sold the ref off. He's got no ground control up here now. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt him or what. There are some Juggernaut husks down here. A Rage Gen must have gone off and forced them to destroy their own Juggernauts here. And the War Factory's down. The Marv is rolling in. Oh, he needs to watch out for that Shatter Tank. It's going to clean those guys up. And he's going for Hammerheads again. Spectre Artillery needs to back up. What's he going to do now? He could go for some M-Buggies. He's got a lot of bikes, actually. He has got a lot of bikes. And aside from that Marv, he should be... I mean, there's 2 Mammoth tanks here. He's probably going to get some engineers over there. Is he getting engineers? No, he's not getting any engineers. So it looks like this Marv is going to roll, and he really doesn't want to let that thing go heroic, because that's just going to be a nightmare. He does have these bikes here. They can cause some serious pain. But what are they going to do, really? The Conyard is on the move. It's actually heading back down here. He knows there's husks here, there's Tiberium here, everything he needs to continue on in this game. He's going to lose that power plant, it's going to die. The Marv is pushing its way in. The Obelisk giving it some pain, going to slow it down, but really he can't hope to stop that, I don't think. He may be able to wear it down. He's got some imp spam over here, just not enough. He just doesn't have enough. If he gets some M-Buggies out, he'll be alright. He may be able to sneak up, surprise, and emp the Marv. But right now the Marv is gaining experience. It's very heavily damaged. Where are the bikes? What are they doing? Sniping down another Harvester. And Beatforward. I think it's safe to say he's finally out of Harvesters. No, he's got one more over there. He has got one more over there. Note that there's only 1 spike left, and it is under the control of Implementers. The MCV has actually moved down here. And the Marv is heroic. He's got a heroic Marv. Oh, man. And look at that, selling all these structures up here now. Obviously, you can't defend those. Those tip core bikes will destroy them in due time. And he's going to get that last power plant, finally clearing him out there. So Implementers has realised that he's got a faster attack force here. He needs to avoid the Marv. The Marv is coming, though, and he needs something to stop it with. He needs either Imp Buggies or he needs to get an MCV out or something. But he's got Mammoth Tanks over here. He can clean these Mammoth Tanks up, though. They really can't do much against this Imp Spam as long as those rifles get killed. And all the rifles are dead. What's happening over here? It looks like the bikes can range this MCV, and that's bad. The tower can't quite shoot. APMO tower's pretty good against bikes if you got enough of them. And that artillery unit there, oh man, this is death. This is death. He's losing everything. Oh man, he has not got a Conyard coming out either. This is his last structures, and Beatforward's going to move in and destroy everything. Oh man, he loses his Conyard. Oh, this is Beatforward's last building, is it? That is last. It's his last building. Oh man, he needs to destroy that right now, and the bikes are going to be destroyed. They're not going to be able to destroy that power plant. Oh man, does Beatforward have anything? No, he doesn't, and that's the end of the game. Oh, that was way too close. That was way too close than it should have been. Oh man, both sides there. Beatforward in serious trouble at the start of the game. That's a half-an-hour game. That was pretty good. Both sides didn't want to sit around. I think both sides really panicked. I think Beatforward panicked in the first half of the game, and Implementers panicked in the last half of the game. Because if you watch the first half of the game, Beatforward lost his Conyard to one Blackhand squad because he didn't silo drop or grenade or do anything about it. And then he never got AP ammo out. He got it cancelled when it was like 90% done because he placed it in a poor position, and then just managed to hold on with some legendary sniper teams there. And then Implementers kind of panicked in the last half of the game by feeding the Marv a little bit too much, not realising what he could and couldn't destroy with the Imp Spam, and just taking forever to get his economy up down there. If he had that, that would have been a little bit better. I mean, that wasn't too good. If we look at the score here, though, it's 179,163 to Implementers in resources gathered to 139,793 from Beatforward. So what have we got? 49, 59, 69. So it's $40,000 in favour of Implementers in a half-an-hour game. That is a significant advantage there. Implementers just couldn't kill the Marv. That's the problem. He committed to the Marv attack, and he just didn't have enough to kill it. And he probably should have just stopped doing the Imp Spam. A lot of Blackhand players have been doing just continued Imp Spam the entire game. And really, when he realised at the end of the game, once he threw those Spectres in there, hey, in a sec, you know, this would have been a lot better to do quite a long time ago. You realise you've got to transition at some point in the game, because otherwise your opponent will just keep doing what they're doing, and it'll become more effective, if you get what I mean. There you go. Implementers obviously below a little bit, but then managed to take out the Conyard, hurt Beatforward, pull ahead. It was just continual economy here, but it didn't jump up as much as you'd like, considering he had 3 fields. It just took its sweet time. It did get up here, and that's not a real super weapon. Obviously, that's where he dropped his fake one. I don't think that counts as a structure. I'm not quite sure if it even got destroyed. Yes, I think it did get destroyed, actually. Beatforward obviously trailing off, desperate for Tiberium there. Structures up and down, Implementers losing the majority. At the end of the game, units up and down. Whoa, look at that. You can see where the Imp Spam were getting killed. Right there, right there, right there, and right there. And there's about 4 or 5 massacres of Imp Spam there. Beatforward just managed to hold on. Lucky he got the Marv in there. Anyway, that was a really good game. It was really good to watch and entertaining, and that was replay of the week, by the way. Already made it there, hadn't seen it already. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this VOD, and I'll see you all next time.